Good morning, New Orleans District. This is Colonel Murphy for our third video of the 5 we're making on topics related to our upcoming transition into the new post-COVID work environment. If I were a betting man, I think this video will be the most popular one because it covers a large concern that the majority of our employees have, almost 850 out of 1,100, ones that they rate at the top of their most important things to know from the commander list. I'm talking, of course, about our new district telework policy and how we will implement it into our battle rhythm beginning on July the 6th. Moving forward. Today, I'm only going to hit some highlights. I'm personally very excited about our new policy. There are several things you should know about it before I begin, but most important is that it is not simply a revision of the old pre-COVID telework policy. We are not returning to the old way of doing things. Actually, we're doing something completely different. The new policy is a total rewrite from front to back. We took the best of what other districts, federal agencies, and even some private sector companies were doing and incorporated them into our new policy. If you have a copy of the old telework policy, throw it away. You won't need it. Second, this policy reflects that change is tough. We will likely need to make changes as we figure out how to best operate in this post-COVID hybrid environment over the next year. In light of that, the new policy becomes effective July the 1st, but requires that next year we conduct a review to make any needed modifications. We will need your feedback as we move forward to make sure that next year's review makes the policy as good as it can be. Third, the policy's philosophy reflects the Corps of Engineers Workplace Transformation Strategy, published earlier this year, which is focused on creating a culture in the Corps that allows us to achieve optimal program delivery through enhanced flexibility. Lieutenant General Spellman's goal is not to create a 100% virtual workforce, but to reinforce that the Corps is an employer of choice because it takes care of people and delivers on its promises in flexible and adaptive ways. Our policy is no different. So what is our new telework policy's philosophy? Well, as the policy states, work is what we do, not necessarily where we do it. Our new policy encourages the use of telework where feasible and eligible to the maximum extent possible, to include its use by leaders at all levels while still recognizing that telework is a privilege and not a right, and that not all positions, employees, or situations are eligible to participate. This policy reflects our belief that an expanded use of telework also enhances our ability to attract, recruit, and retain talent, and to improve the quality of life for our workforce. The key to our success in this new distributed but connected environment, though, will be every employee, regardless of their work location, remaining committed to effective coordination and communication, and that our supervisors and leaders clearly establish performance expectations. The change that most of you really want to know, though, is how often you will be able to telework. To manage the significantly expanded use of regular and recurring telework that this policy allows, the policy requires division and office chiefs to manage their organization's overall telework posture to ensure they can still meet the mission. Division and office chiefs are the overall approval authority for their office's regular telework program. Supervisors are still the approval authority for situational telework. Our policy establishes a target of 2 days a week of regular and recurring telework for any eligible employee that is GS 13 and below. For GS 14s, the policy allows up to 2 days per week, and for GS 14 and GS 15 office chiefs, it allows up to 1 day per week. Approval authority for regular and recurring telework for GS 13s is the HLR or branch chief, and for GS 14s who aren't office chiefs, it is their division or office chief. Allowing leaders and supervisors at all levels to do regular and recurring telework is significant. It's a change in this policy that is significantly different from our last policy. Another change reflected in this policy, one designed to ensure consistency across the divisions, is that the denial of any regular and recurring telework request by an employee requires that the district deputy commander, Lieutenant Colonel Cox, be notified. Additionally, all division and office chiefs had to brief me over the last few months on their manning documents to identify any position they felt was not telework eligible, to ensure that our policy is applied consistently across every office. There's so much more to say, so I'll wrap up my comments on the telework policy by sharing 2 important things. First, while we're looking to expand our use of telework to better deliver our mission and improve employee quality of life, it is not an employee right. A key requirement of our telework program is that our employee and team performance, our readiness, and our mission accomplished must be enhanced, not degraded, by using telework. I believe we can and have done this, but I also know that the face-to-face interaction is also an important component of our long-term success. So I'll close by briefly discussing what our new battle rhythm will look like beginning on July the 6th for our Telework eligible employees. We'll match our higher headquarters battle rhythm to ensure that our weekly schedules provide some targeted windows to maximize predictability while still facilitating in-person collaboration, coordination, and team building meetings and events. This does not mean that every employee must do these things on these days, but that the best days to meet in person and to maximize the benefits of collaboration will be Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, while Thursdays and Fridays will be windows of enhanced opportunities to telework. I trust division and office chiefs to manage this within their organizations and across our PDTs and teams. There's so much to say on these topics, and I'm sure this has generated numerous questions. So I look forward to our question and answer session on July the 12th from 11:30 to noon. For any new policy changes to be effective, supervisors need to actively communicate with their subordinates and pass their questions and feedback back up the chain of command. We can do this. Colonel Murphy, out.